guys, welcome to my channel. If you don't know me, I'm Jules. I'm 25 years old and I make content surrounding personal finance, lifestyle, travel, and beauty. In today's video, we're going to be going over my September reset. I actually can't believe it's already almost September. I feel like it was the beginning of the year just a couple months ago, and I feel like the time just really does fly. So we're gonna get into what I spent in August and plan for September. I do have some good news. Finally, I have a job, and so if you've watched some of my other videos, you know I've been unemployed for the past 6 months, but I actually did start my new role at the beginning of August. So income-wise and everything like that, it's looking a lot better than it was the past few months. So that is really great. I still try to figure out how much I'll be getting paid on a consistent basis, just because I've only gotten one paycheck so far and it wasn't like the full 2-week amount. And so I'm still trying to figure out what that's gonna look like. Also, my 401k doesn't start till 90 days after I started working. So I'm not gonna count for that yet, but in a few months that'll change. Also, for September, I'll need to deduct a little bit of money from my paycheck for like health and dental, so I need to account for that. I'm not exactly sure what that's gonna look like as far as my paychecks for next month, but just guesstimate basically based on what I think I'll get. What else? I don't know. It's fall. I love fall. I love like getting into fall. My favorite two seasons are summer and then fall, and I just like love the aesthetics of both. I like the activities that you do in both summer and fall, and I feel like it's just the time of the year where I get outside the most, where I'm like the most productive and just like doing things and all the fun stuff. I do live in San Diego. Those are two seasons where, you know, the weather is the best. Winter is just not my favorite, and then spring, have a love-hate relationship. I like spring because I feel like that's the true start of the year where everything is blossoming and blooming and coming to life. But I have like chronic allergies, so I have like PTSD whenever it's springtime because my allergies are just like way out of pocket. We're approaching fall. I'm really excited. I'm kind of basic. I'm like, I can't wait to go to Trader Joe's and get all the fall stuff. I've already been to Home Goods and World Market and looking at some of their fall stuff. Yeah, I'm a little ahead, but I love decorating for the fall time and watching all like the spooky movies and doing like the pumpkin patches. Although the weather is still very hot in September and October, so I can't really wear cute fall clothes. It's mostly still summer clothes because it's still pretty hot in San Diego in those 2 months. Yeah, I'm really excited. What else? I started my full-time job earlier this month, and I actually started freelance copywriting as well, basically that same week. And I just posted my first week of working, so if you want to go check that out, it'll be up here. I'll get a little bit of supplemental income from that, just like a few $100 extra, which is really nice because obviously I can do it from the convenience of my home. I'm taking about 1 to 2 assignments per week right now. I've also mentioned this in some of my other vlogs, but I've been trying to create a budget spreadsheet. Hopefully that way by the time we're towards the end of 2025, I can launch it, and I'm really excited because I've been working on it for a while now, and I currently use the Code Plenty 3.0 spreadsheet, which you guys will see in a second, and I really do like it, but I feel like I wanted something that's my own, something that I think is like better suited for me. I think all budget spreadsheets are pretty similar, but there's just like tweaks here and there where I think that customizable to what I think people would be interested in as far as a budget spreadsheet. That hopefully will be launching sometime in September or October. But yeah, that's also something that I've been working on the side, so lots of new things. But yeah, let me quit yapping and we'll just jump straight into my goals actually for August. Okay, so here's our August. This doesn't really even make any sense because it's in my calendar portion. I need like a goals and habit tracker. Maybe that would be the next thing I create. First is read 2 books. I did this. I did a tandem read. I'm reading Throne Glass series right now, and I was on the tandem read of Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn. I finished that like a week or 2 ago, and now I'm in Kingdom of Ash, the last book. I've heard so many different things about this and basically have my tissues with me all the time because I'll be crying throughout the whole book. I just started it. I'm on like chapter 14, so I barely made a dent yet, but I'm really excited to finish the series. It's such a long series, and so definitely grown to love some of the characters. Manon is like one of my favorites. I love her. She's such a badass. And obviously Aelin. I feel like if you don't like Aelin, there's something wrong with you, because what is there not to like about Aelin? So I'm trying to finish that this month. Go to the gym 4 times a week. Wait, let me check that off. I did not do this. Oh, I actually also just went to Joshua Tree. So wow, there was a lot of things going on in August. Let me take a step back. It was also my birthday in August. My birthday vlog should be up after this video is up, but it was my birthday mid-August, so I was celebrating that with friends and family. And then I just went to Joshua Tree, which will also be a vlog up probably next week. But I went to Joshua Tree as just like a weekend getaway with my boyfriend. I wasn't able to hit the gym 4 times a week this month because there's just a lot of social activities going on, but I'm really hoping that next month we could get back into it. But I did not achieve this. Walk 10k steps, I also did not do. Deep clean room, I also did not do. No notes, I definitely should have done this, but I did not, so we'll just recycle that into next month. Post on TikTok 4 times a week, I did not do. Post on YouTube 4 times, I'm pretty sure I did. Let me check, but I'm pretty certain that I did. Let's see. Oh yeah, I definitely did. I posted like 5 or 6, so that's good. Go to bed by 10 p.m. I set this as a new goal because I just started my job at the beginning of August, like I mentioned, and before that I was literally going to bed at like 2 a.m. and waking up at like 11. So I was like, I need to get back to going to bed early, that way I can go to the gym in the morning, because if you know me, you know I am a morning gym girly. I will wake up at 6 a.m. and get my booty out the door to go to the gym before I start work, because I just can't go after work. Like, I'm sorry, I'm too tired and just lazy for all that, and I feel like starting the day right with the gym just like sets the tone for the rest of the day, so that's what I prefer. So I actually was able to pretty much go to bed by 10 p.m. Check 3 things off the summer bucket list. So I created a summer bucket list because I wanted to like be a little bit nostalgic and do things that I would as a kid, like creating a summer bucket list. I don't think that I ticked 3 things off. Honestly, it's just been a busy month. Okay, I started watching The Summer I Turned Pretty, so that's 1. I went to a San Diego FC game, but I don't know if that was in July or August. I'm pretty sure that was in July. Yeah, so I literally only ticked off 1 thing. Ooh, girl, it's been a bad month for goals. Create budget spreadsheet. I'm gonna tick this off just because I am creating it. It's just not done. It's been taking me a lot longer to do than I thought. We'll roll that over into September, but it is done for the most part. I just have some tweaks. And then practicing Spanish every day for an hour. I'm not going to check this off because I haven't been doing it like every single day for an hour. I've been doing it like a few days here and there. It's just I'm really busy now. I went from basically 0 to 100 of not really doing anything all day, or like having my own set schedule, not really having to be anywhere at a certain time. And now I have a full-time job, have a copywriting job. Now I'm doing like YouTube and social media more. I'm trying to like be consistent with at least YouTube, and then working on this budget spreadsheet. So it's just a lot, and haven't been able to prioritize this as much, but I have still been doing it here and there. I wasn't able to tick off that many things, literally only 40% of stuff, but it's okay, it's okay. September is going to be better. Now let's jump into my September goals. Okay, so for September, it's almost the same, to be honest. Read 2 books. Like I said, I'm reading Kingdom of Ash, and then hopefully I want to get to another book this month. I'm not sure what. I have a couple summer books which I wanted to read in like August, but I didn't have time, and then now it's like getting into September. But I think I'm definitely gonna read it because I don't want to go like a whole year without reading it, and I've had these books for a while, so I'm going to try to read that. Go to the gym 4 times a week. I'm trying to get back on my gym grind again. Walk 10k steps. I just bought a walking pad a couple weeks ago, like right when I first started, so that way when I'm working I can also be walking and like standing up, just because if not I'm literally sitting at my desk for 8 hours a day. Also another way to get in 10k steps. Need to deep clean my room. Girl, yeah, she's a little messy. Finish my budget spreadsheet. This should be done, but then on top of that I should also add like create the Etsy storefront and upload. I'll add, because that's also gonna take a while to finally get this like live. I need to create assets, copy all that for that. I should be able to by the end of the month. Post on YouTube 4 times a week. Book trip to visit Bella, who's my sister. She lives in Germany currently. I'm a remote worker, and so I really want to try to see if I can visit her sometime in October. I'm putting this here. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do that, just because, you know, it's still a lot of money to go all the way to Germany, but we'll see. And then lastly, just practice Spanish every day for an hour. Okay, now going to August. Let's take a look at how much I spent. So first, I budgeted my paycheck. It's $810. This was for unemployment. Like I mentioned, I started work at the beginning of the month, but the way that I got paid was from like the previous 2 weeks, and so I had a last paycheck from like the 2 weeks before, basically in July. I got my first work paycheck, which came out to $19.38. It is not quite the very end of August. I'm filming this a few days before August actually ends, but I get paid on basically the 15th of the 31st, and so I'm anticipating my paycheck will come out to $2,100. This counts for all 80 hours of work. And then it was my birthday at the beginning of the middle of the month, I should say. So I got some birthday money and then a credit through my work that does like a health benefit credit. So I got $35 back from that, and then like $650 for like birthday money. So I just included that in miscellaneous. And then like I said, I mentioned I've been doing copywriting since the beginning of the month, but I get paid out once a month for that at the beginning of the following month. So in September I should get paid out for my first month of doing the copywriting assignments in August, if that makes sense. So let's take a look at my savings. Like I said, I'm still waiting on my final paycheck at the very end of the month, so these might change a little bit, but I put $200 into my Christmas fund, $300 into my emergency fund, $500 into my brokerage account, $100 into taxes. This is because when I was getting unemployment, I deferred some of my taxes just because I wanted to get like more money while I was unemployed. So now I'm saving a little bit each month to basically pay back those taxes that I had deferred. I might be able to put $400 by the end of the month. We'll see. But everything else is like pretty accurate. Then going to bills, I spent $48 on the gym, $133.39 car insurance, $9.99 Apple storage, $25 on car wash, $40.77 on Verizon. This is so low because I have like a $20 credit right now for like a loyalty credit for, I think it's like 6 months total. So I think this is the 4th month I've had this credit, so I'll get it for a couple more months and then it'll go back to around like $65. $0 on health, right on the money with $200.81 on groceries, $187.85 on gas, also right on the money. Household, $117.14. What did I spend this on? Amazon. Can't remember what that was for. Oh, so I got toothbrush head, gua sha, Apple charger, and melatonin. So that's what that's for. Automotive, $21.70. This just includes some parking costs. Miscellaneous, $95. This is for my credit card annual fee that I had to pay this month. Business, $52.98. I just consider this for like YouTube, so I had to pay for like CapCut, Canva, Epidemic Sound, things like that. Going to expenses, girl, I definitely spent a lot on dining out. You know, it was fine. I hung out a lot with friends and family. Like I said, it was my birthday, so I was definitely out and about a lot. So yeah, $453.55, a little more than I anticipated. Shopping for $244.61. I got some things from Gymshark. Beauty, only $19.38. I went to Ulta the other day. I got makeup remover wipes and then L'Oreal hair gloss. Entertainment, $25.78. This included ESPN Plus subscription, and then I went to the movies at the beginning of the month or middle of the month, and I watched I Know What You Did Last Summer, which was really fun. I definitely recommend you watching that. Traveling, $153.28. This included the Airbnb for Joshua Tree. Like I said, I just went over the weekend to Joshua Tree. I had like a credit on Airbnb from like a previous stay, and so using that credit I was left with $153. Gifts, $360.15. This is part of a hotel stay for October for my boyfriend and I's anniversary, and then his birthday as well. We're gonna go to Catalina Island sometime in October, and so I booked that, and that's part of like gifts. Personal care, $485.20. This included facial, I got a massage, I got my eyebrows done, I did my nails and my toes, a lot of personal care categories this month. So in total I've spent $3,774, but that also includes my savings. So if we were to not include my savings, just bills and expenses, I spent $2,674.58. So not too bad. I could definitely reel it down in some of these areas. Now let's jump into September. So my paycheck, I'm gonna guess, is gonna be around $2,100. So I'm just gonna put that in. And then paycheck 3, like I said, I'll be getting a paycheck for my copywriting from the previous month. So after taxes, this should be around $350. I'm taking like 1 to 2 assignments a week, and like each assignment is around $100. And I did 4 assignments in August. So I'm assuming, or after tax, this will be around $350. I have $4,550 to work with. Let's go to savings first. Pay yourself first. I'm not going to do anything for my Roth IRA just because I already have maxed this out for the year. Vacation fund, I'm going to put $300. Christmas fund, I'm gonna put $400 just because I just started saving up for this last month because I was unemployed, so I wasn't able to save any money until this month. So I need to beef this up pretty quickly. I'll just put $100 for fun money. Car fund, I need to get a new car within the next few years, so I'll put just $200 for this. I'm just slowly working my way up for that. Same with house fund, but I usually use my brokerage account for my house fund at this point just because I can earn more money investing. This is something that I'm really trying to prioritize, so I'm gonna put 1,000 here. Taxes, we're gonna do 100, and then emergency fund I'm also trying to build back up just because, like I said, I was unemployed for 6 months, and so it showed me I really want to beef up my emergency fund more. So I'm going to do 200 for that, which gives us 2,300, which is about half of my total income. Forgot to mention, I live at home still. I work remote, so I don't really feel like I need to move out at this point. I'm thinking maybe next year with my boyfriend, we'll see. But yeah, I still live at home, so I don't have to pay for rent or utilities, anything like that. I'm basically going to just take all of this for bills and just plug it in there. So this will be $133.39 actually. Verizon will be $40.77. Health we'll keep at 0. Actually, I have a couple doctor's appointments, so I'll put this at 50. Gas, groceries, $200. That's okay. Household, 50. I like to just keep $25 as a buffer. Miscellaneous as well, $25 as a buffer. Business, 75. So that's all good. Usually my bills come out to $800 a month, give or take. Then for expenses, I'm gonna put dining out. We're gonna scale this back a bit this month, so I'm going to put this at, let's see, I don't really have that. Let's just do $250. Shopping, I don't think there's anything I need to buy in the month of September, but if I do end up visiting my sister in October, I will want to get some new clothing items, so I'll say $200 for now. Beauty, I shouldn't need anything, so I'll put that at 0. Entertainment, I like to put $25 if I want to go see the movies or anything like that. Traveling, for now, I'm gonna leave at 0. However, if I do end up visiting my sister, this will obviously change. I do have credit card points that hopefully I'll be able to use for a flight, but we'll have to see. I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that at 0 for now. Gifts, like I said, in October is my boyfriend and I anniversary and then his birthday. So I already booked the Airbnb like in August for October, but there's also some other things that I want to get. So I'm gonna put like $350. And then personal care, I want to do like glow up or like an everyday, like get all the different things done before going on our weekend trip in October. I want to get my hair done. I don't think I want to color. I think maybe just like a cut and a gloss. I want to get my nails done. I've been doing facials recently, like chemical peels, just because my skin lately has been really bad, and I've done 3 chemical peels so far and they've really helped, so I've been doing that. I'm thinking possibly doing a lash lift and tint, not sure. All this is pretty expensive, so I'm gonna say like $500 for all this. Honestly, this might be more. This might be like $600, so I know it's a lot, but yeah, beauty is very expensive. So that's 14. So yeah, let's see. Oh, perfect. -$7 to budget. I'll just put this at 175. That way there's like a little buffer. So yeah, so that is my budget for the month. Hopefully I'll be able to save about a little more than 2,000, bills 800, and then discretionary expenses 1,400. That is my September reset. There was a lot going on. Hopefully September will be like a little bit more stable as far as like getting into the swing of things. You know, it's the end of summer and getting into fall. I feel like people are a lot more productive and just going to work and not so much going out and doing as much things in the fall. I'll definitely be pretty productive. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more content from me. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.